Good day, viewers out there. Another time out with Dr. Ajimuda. I know you've been enjoying this series. We've had the first one, we've had the second one, and then, in fact, by the second one, we started a new series on relationship. But then, please, I want to appeal to you. I know you are enjoying the series. It has been impactful in your life, but you're not subscribing now. You're not subscribing. Subscribe. Come on. And like. Comment. And share. So please, henceforth, because I'm monitoring, I'm seeing a lot of traffic on the vlog, but only few of you are subscribing, only few of you like, only few of you comment, and only few of you share. If you enjoy it, share to other people. Like it, so I can always receive from us. And then you make your comments. I want to hear from you. I want feedbacks from you. Many of you after listening, you go to WhatsApp or whatever to make your comment. Put your comments on the vlog directly. I want to hear from you. God bless you. Today, we are still on relationship 2. And today we are looking at the right perspective. Relationship 2, the right perspective. Well, we always take our background from the scriptures. Proverbs 27 verse 17 says, iron sharpeneth iron. Iron sharpeneth iron. So a man sharpeneth the countenance of his friend. Iron sharpeneth not wood. Iron sharpeneth not clay. Iron sharpeneth not aluminium. Iron sharpeneth iron. Iron sharpeneth iron. You see, in that same manner, a man sharpeneth the countenance of his friend. What is countenance? You know, your inner feelings is revealed by your countenance. What is countenance? Your inner disposition is expressed by your countenance. If a man is sorrowful, it will show on his face. That's countenance. Is excited, it will show on his face. That is countenance. And when a man sharpeneth the countenance of his friend, like iron sharpeneth iron, which means that man has been able to have positive influence, profitable influence, progressive influence on his friend. And then the question I ask you is this: who is having influence on you? The influence that is had on you will influence your countenance. Who is having influence on you? If you bring the wood and the iron together, wood does not sharpen iron, and iron does not sharpen wood. So you have to learn. So that's iron sharpeneth iron. What does that tell us? If iron sharpeneth iron, and so a man sharpeneth the countenance of his friend, you have to be very selective. Who has influence on you? Because the influence had on you will determine and dictate your countenance. When we talk of countenance, countenance shows the emotional appearance, physical appearance of somebody. And if you put countenance on your career, what countenance do you want your career to bring forth? If you put countenance on your profession, what countenance do you want your profession to produce? If you put countenance on your spiritual life, what countenance do you want your spiritual life to produce? I will look at you professionally, academically, secularly, career-wise, spiritually, ministerially, all round. We look at you. What is the countenance you want us to see and to notice about you? If you want a beautiful countenance, then you need iron to sharpen you as an iron. Don't relate with wood that will not be able to sharpen you. Relationship, the right perspective. Question is, what does relationship really mean? Relationship. Let me look at it this way. Relationship is like a glue, strong gun that holds us together in times of stress and in times of challenges of life. Relationship. When iron sharpeneth iron. When the vicissitudes of life, the troubles and challenges of life is trying to make iron A to be blunt, iron B will come and sharpen it. So it's a glue that makes our lives better. When there is stress and your iron is trying to be blunt, you need another iron to sharpen you up. When there are challenges and challenges that is trying to blunt your iron of life, you need another iron to sharpen up. It's a glue. Please, don't glue your iron to a wood through a wrong relationship. Don't glue your iron to just an aluminium through a wrong relationship. So, relationship. Number 2, relationship is like a cornerstone of happiness. Cornerstone. You know, the cornerstone that holds and sustains. That's relationship. A cornerstone. It's like pillar that holds the decking and carries the load. That's relationship. A strong cornerstone. That means the type of structure you are going to erect will be determined by the type of cornerstone you have, type of pillars you have. If you want a very small structure, insignificant structure, well, the architect will tell you what type of pillar, cornerstone you need. Relationship is a cornerstone. Cornerstone for happiness, a cornerstone for living a fulfilled life. If you get it right in relationship, either secular, spiritual, marital, in your profession, all around, if you get it right in relationship, that iron will so sharpen your own iron, you get fulfilled in life. Fulfilled in life. Why is relationship so important? Why is it so important? Well, it is important because without relationship, we would have a deadened spirit. Deadened spirit. Relationship is a catalyst that causes chemical reaction. When there is no relationship, a lone ranger is deadened in spirit. We need relationship. And then relationship gives us, without relationship, we have lack of connection to our true self. Without relationship, we have lack of connection to our true selves. We are disconnected. Because, if you take the cutlass, for example, the iron is there. Perfect cutlass. But you need another iron to sharpen it for that cutlass to discover its true self. If you just leave the cutlass alone and then there is no sharpening with another iron, that cutlass will not get to optimum performance. It won't be sharp enough to cut. That's a relationship. Yes. So lack of relationship will deaden our spirits and will not give us the ability to discover our true selves. Yet, wrong relationship also will also deaden the spirits and hinder the discovery of your true self, because you are mixing iron and wood. You are mixing iron and aluminium. Then, relationship provides us with friends. Relationship provides us with acquaintances with whom we move on in life and become who we ought to be, with whom we share our lives. And relationship brings us plenty of laughs and lots of joy. Plenty of laughs. Do you now begin to imagine why Lone Rangers are always moody? They lack relationship. Relationship brings us lots of laughter and lots of joy. Yes, you now begin to remember. Yes, you are remembering now. You're outing with your friend. Maybe to that eatery, to that cinema house, to fellowship. Remember now, the day you went with you and your friend were in the camp. Your friend was around. How enjoyable was that camp meeting? Compare with when your wonderful friend was not around. You have many other friends, but that's your iron that sharpens your iron was not around. And then you are in the camp. You enjoy the camp, but something was missing. Compare with when you and your friend, and they put you on maybe the same room, or you are even sharing the same bed in camp. How wonderful was that camp meeting? That's relationship. It brings a lot of laughter, a lot of joy. The Bible says, woe to him that is alone. Loneliness deadens the spirit. But then, you have to understand, when we talk of relationship, there are healthy and unhealthy, toxic relationship. So, we have the healthy one, we have the unhealthy one. Healthy relationships provides and involves, number one, honesty. Honesty. That should be honesty. It will be healthy relationship. And then trust. There should be honesty. There should be trust in a relationship that will be healthy. Honesty. Honesty. Deception will not make a good relationship. No. Deception will not make it at all. If you have a friend, so-called, in a relationship, and you discover he's double-tongued, she's double-tongued, you can't pin him down, you can't pin her down. Escape for your life. Honesty is a key factor in a healthy relationship. I'll talk of honesty. Even when you are pained by your friend, honestly, put all the cards on the table. Somebody, I was here listening to somebody talking about relationship, and the person said, to keep your relationship, he said, fight the fight. Fight the fight. Fight the fight. Don't hide the fight. Fight it and resolve it. When you don't feel satisfied, you feel there's a bit of it, you speak out. Fight the fight. Make your expression and get it resolved. And then you move on in a beautiful relationship. But when you don't fight the fight, you keep the fight, it will affect your heart to your friend. And then there will not be healthy relationship. So there will be honesty in every relationship. And then there should be respect in every relationship. There should be trust in every relationship. Mutual respect and mutual trust. If it is lacking, forget it. And then there should be open communication between partners. And then they make efforts where necessary to make compromise. So I've said for a healthy relationship, there should be number one, honesty. Number two, there should be trust. Number three, there should be respect. Number four, there should be open communication. Number five, there should be compromise. 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 Forgo to forge ahead. And when you do this, you discover that relationship is healthy. Then we have an unhealthy relationship. Toxic relationship. Toxic. Unhealthy relationship. When we talk of unhealthy relationship, we talk of toxic relationship. Toxic relationship destroys. I was listening to somebody not quite long, and I had a funny story. They were talking about a man who wanted to get married. This man, he had no job. He has almost nothing, and was very lazy man. And the couple that was discussing with me, they said this man, when he was looking for a woman to marry in the fellowship, he was selecting, and that person was a pastor was telling me, and the pastor said each sister this man brought to register his interest on, number one, if you investigate, that sister will be well read. Number two, should be settled. So a woman that has substance but is not yet married, or a widow. Started bringing them. What was he looking for? Would that be relationship? And eventually they said sometimes he will bring somebody, a young professional who has made it. Eventually he got married to somebody who was well established, who has money, has something to spare, but a widow with I think 3 or 4 children. That one, they said that one eventually got married to him. I told that pastor, I said, maybe that woman got married to him because she felt there would be no other man. And I also told that pastor, I think he said the woman had 3 children. I said, well, now the woman has given birth to the 4th child, because she will take care of the 3 children and take care of the man. The man was jobless, the man was lazy, he said he was not ready to do anything. So the woman has married the 4th child. Is that relationship? That's toxic. A parasite that is coming to suck, not to sacrifice. Relationship is sacrifice, not sucking. Either in your career, anywhere, not only marriage, any area of life, anybody you want to go into relationship with, don't go into relationship with somebody who will suck you and suck you dry. It's toxic. Get into relationship with somebody who can make a sacrifice. Relationship is sacrifice if you are going to succeed in relationship. So when we talk of toxic relationship, is that one that makes you feel, number one, unsupported. No support. But sucking. They will suck you. They will suck the person dry. Because there's no support. It's not bringing anything on the table, but he wants to take everything from the table. Number two, a relationship that makes you feel misunderstood. That's toxic relationship. A relationship, number three, that makes you feel demeaned, less than who you are, or relationships that make you feel attacked. Avoid toxic relationship. And then, I've been a counselor for decades, and I've seen a lot of things. I've had a lot of things. I've seen. Avoid relationship that destroys, that demeans, that attacks. Avoid relationship that reduces your personality. On a basic level, any relationship that makes you feel worse rather than better is a toxic relationship. It makes you feel worse rather than better. It is a toxic relationship. And what does the Bible say? Ecclesiastes chapter 4 verse 9. It says, 2 are better than 1. 2. It's not every 2 that are better than 1. Some 2 are worse. There are some relationships, when you enter into them, you regret, become worse in life. Not all 2 are better than 1. A relationship that makes you feel worse than who you were before you enter that relationship is a toxic relationship. Any relationship that makes you feel belittled, loss of self-esteem, then when you enter a relationship, is a toxic relationship. And the better you escape. And when I talk of relationship, it's any area of life. Look at what the Bible says, 2 are better than 1. Ecclesiastes chapter 4 verse 9. 2 are better than 1. And because they have a good reward for their labor. They have a good reward. 2 are better than 1. They have a good reward for their labor. Why did they have a good reward for their labor? Why is it 2 are better than 1? 2 irons are better than 1 iron. Because iron will sharpen iron. Iron and wood, they are still 2, but they are not better. Because the iron will destroy the wood. Iron and aluminium, they are 2, but they are not better. Because aluminium cannot sharpen the iron. The iron will eat up on the aluminium. So, 2, having the same mind, having the same spirit, having the same focus, 2 are better than 1. They have a good reward. It is all those such 2 that will have a good reward for their labor. And verse 10 says, for if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. The one will lift up his fellow. Now, like what the example I gave you, that one thought she was married. That one has married. She has given birth to a 4th child. That's not relationship. That's not marital relationship. And then maybe you are in your profession. You have acumen. Apart from certificate, you have acumen for a business, and you'll be struggling to start something, and you are making some progress. You now want a partnership. If you bring in a wrong partnership that is a parasite and not a profit, it will suck life out of that business. Then instead of going up, all the progress you have made before partnership, everything will crumble. Because the fellow you have brought in does not have the capacity to lift you up. You say, but woe to him that is alone. Because when they fall it, he had not another to help him up. But do you know there are people that they feel alone even though they are in a relationship? Yeah, they feel alone. Marital relationship, business partnership, or what I call academic partnership. Academic partnership that you have to study together. You have to, some people feel lonely because the partner is not bringing anything positive. Then it says again, verse 11, if two lie together, that is, they put heads together, they lie together, put heads together, rub minds together, rub ideas together, rub intellects together, then they have hits, they have progress. But how can one be one alone? Can you be one alone? And if one prevail against the other, two of them shall come together and withstand him. And says, a threefold cord is not easily broken. Take a stick of broom, give it to a little baby, a child of 1 year, 2 years, they will break it. Take a bunch of broom, give it to a superman, he can't break it. He can bend it, he cannot break it. Except you have to take it maybe 5 and break it like that. That's how strong relationship can be. That's how profitable relationship can be. A threefold cord is not easily broken. And then we have some benefits and essentials of a healthy relationship. Let me just give you 5 essentials of a healthy relationship. Number 1, open communication. It's a hallmark of a healthy relationship. Ability to communicate openly. When you are in a relationship, you cannot speak your mind. You are in bondage. You are in a relationship, you cannot express yourself. You are in bondage. Open communication. Then number 2, the listening spirit or the feeling of being heard. Listening spirit. Person you are relating with can listen to you and you feel you are being heard. Having someone to listen to us and having the feeling of being heard in a relationship is very important. Number 3, ability to walk through disagreements. So what are you saying, sir? Do we have disagreement relationship? Why? There are disagreements in every relationship. Any relationship that has no disagreement is not a relationship at all. Then, let me expand on that a little. For those of you who are married, maybe newlywed, honeymoon, well, I've been married for 31 years, and I can tell you this, and this is my maxim about relationship. If you say you are married, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, if I'm your pastor, and say, sister, hi brother, hi the family, hi sister, it's 6 months marriage or 9 months or 1 year, sister, no problem, everything is, sir, we are in honeymoon. I will say, my sister, you are not married. You've not had disagreement for 3 months, for 6 months, for 9 months, for 1 year, and you say you are married, you are not married. You are living with your uncle. Or if you live in your uncle's duplex, you have your room. You don't cross his way, he doesn't cross your way. So you can live there for 20 years, there's no disagreement. But if you are married to a man and you live shoulder to shoulder, you live skin to skin, and you say there is no disagreement, you are not married though, go and remarry. Go and remarry that man. Go and remarry that woman. There must be disagreement. It is that disagreement that shows there is relationship. And there must be that ability to walk through your disagreements. There will be ability to walk. And do you know that walking through disagreements in relationship strengthens relationship? Yes. It's part of the oil, the lubricating oil that greases the engine. Disagreement in relationship, when you walk through it, you walk into a better part of relationship. Then there should be mutual intimacy and respect. I respect for you and respect for why. Then there should be trust factor. Relationships, they show us how to love and how to be loved. They show us who we want to be in life and who we don't want to be in life. Having serious, trusting relationships allows us to truly be our true selves. We must be open to meeting new people and having spiritual connections. It will help us to grow our faith and be able to inspire others to open up to new possibilities. Just be who you are, and the right people will be in your life for the right reasons. Always be authentic. Be yourself, and others will love you for who you are. They will love the real you, not the deceptive you. So, what have you learned today? Relationship. Avoid toxic relationship. Relationship. Not every two are better than one. Relationship is expected to make you better, not bitter, not battered. Professional. Take care of your relationship. Who you relate with professionally. Students. Who do you make your bosom friends on campus academically? And bachelor spinster. Who are you relating with? Who do you want to share your life, your life with? Relationship can either make you better or battered. I pray for you. God give you the wisdom to find the right iron that can sharpen your iron. Then you will not be blunt, and you can cut every tree and move on, clear the bush and make a way. Next outing, I'm planning of how to address the challenges of the new words. I told you I've been a marriage committee chairman in the church for over 20 years, and I've been married for over 31 years, and there are issues. Somebody was speaking with me recently. Sister, when the church weds us, the church leaves us to navigate the waters ourselves. No mentor, no counselor, nobody. That is not good. That it is always rough going through the waters ourselves. The navigation is always very rough. She was saying, well, thank God I've gone over it. We have stabilized, but sir, we need counselors, we need mentors. Well, I'll try to use this vlog to mentor the new words. So I will request of you, in your comments, drop your questions, drop the areas you want me to address for the new words. I would like to hear from you. Which areas do you want to address? Questions to be answered, and challenges to, just whatever the challenge, spiritual, physical, emotional, whatever, just drop it on the comment box. We'll address it. And by the time we finish this series, you will never remember. Don't forget to subscribe. Remember, like. Remember, and then comment, and then share.